Office of the Spokesperson, Miami-Dade County, Southern Florida Region, Gulf Coast, B0036 Atlantic Coast and Gulf of Mexico Coastal Alliance. July 1st, 2015. Begin text. The Alliance of the Southern Triangle announced that discussions are in session to proceed with a measure to advocate towards legal and binding secession of the Southern Florida region and its related maritime limits and boundaries from the state of Florida. Our findings conclude that the state capital is deficient with regards to current and projected policy towards trade and investment, land and water use development, and the advancement of social and civil infrastructural systems in the face of environmental and capital acceleration. The current state capital, Tallahassee, does not at present acknowledge or address the impact of sea level rise as it affects the southern Florida region, even though presently the state of Florida collects approximately $22 billion in sales and taxes, of which 69%, $15.25 billion, is generated in this region alone. In most southern counties in current South Florida, the average elevation is 5 feet above sea level. The southern region in its entirety is nearly 15 feet, while the southern half of the state averages 50 feet. The total average elevation in the state of Florida is estimated at 100 feet above sea level, while North Florida is estimated at 120 feet above sea level. This asymmetrical relation to the northern region requires ambitious and accelerated action. Thus we conclude that the only way to save South Florida is to allow for sea level rise to contour, shape and initiate the formation of the Alliance of the Southern Triangle. In coordinated meetings, which took place June 29-30, 2015 in Miami, senior representatives of the Southern Florida region, Miami-Dade, Broward, Monroe, Palm Beach, Martin, St. Lucie and Indian River counties, the Gulf Coast, B0036 Atlantic Coast, Gulf of Mexico Coastal Alliance and the Transnational Maritime Federation agreed to conduct joint high-level dialogues with relevant authorities to investigate the radical re-engineering of the current territory of South Florida and its affiliated zones of the Alliance, with regards to strengthening the following self-sustaining economies: I. Global trade and shipping. 2. Tourism, including a concentration of II.2 cruise industries. 3. Transnational banking. IV. Aviation, aerospace and extraterrestrial technology and travel. B. Additional manned and unmanned technology initiatives presently underway in the Southern Triangle. The Alliance is in the process of commissioning in-house partnerships with and not limited to interagency civilians, policymakers, planners, engineers, oceanographers, biotechnologists, legal counsel, bankers, insurance specialists, pod chiefs, building and environmental simulationists, portal developers, and logistics, whose findings will form the basis of legislation towards secession. The Alliance vows to explore subterranean and integrated terraforming models for reconfiguring surface and support systems, as well as to study the investments required for transnational subterranean infrastructures, transmigrational ground planes and extensive water purification and plumbing morphologies. We will vet the sequencing and scripted remodeling of tax structures, financial and risk mitigation tools, global learning networks and the mapping of fresh saltwater capillaries, vertical agricultures, and wilderness corridors. In addition, citizen mobilization that protects and enhances the quality of life for the people living and working within the zones of the Alliance will be made a priority. The Sea Level Rise Task Force, the Deep Web Task Force, the Customs and Border Porosity Authority, authorities as well as related agencies and ministries will develop a robust capital plan that fosters development of domestic and international commerce and welfare. 2. Promotes efficient use of previous and new land, sea and virtual space. 3. Minimizes conflicts while protecting and preserving the zones within the alliance. And IV. Protects the integrity and quality of the alliance's zones by ensuring public notice, input and appellant rights regarding alterations in existing zoning and spatial use regulations. Our goals, objectives and policies as the alliance of the Southern